Hi, Jason. So we were kind of running through the electric guitar there last week, or yesterday, I should say, and so we only got so much time to kind of go through the amount of stuff we could have gone through. So we've got the bar chords first, anyway. So we went through that enough. So, um, but we only just kind of started on the whole pentatonic thing, as in moving it up the fretboard. Uh, so we'll just go into that a little bit more. So as I was saying, you've got your pentatonic scale. So all you got to remember there is from the sixth string down to the first, it's up by 3 frets, two, 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 three, three. Okay. Now, so when you want to take it up, now one thing to remember is, and wherever you're, doesn't really matter where you put it. You can put it anywhere you like on the fretboard, but where, always know what key you're in. Okay, so like if you're going up here, so I'm starting it off here. So that puts me in B minor, okay? Because it's just whatever note you start on is the minor key that you're in. This is the major one, the top one here. More on that later, but so all you got to do is count up, and remember, all you need to know to count up is that there's no E sharp and there's no B sharp. Okay, so what you would do is go E straight to F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B. So that's the B minor pentatonic, okay? Go up here, up to the 10th fret, then you're on D minor. Or in D minor, I should say. So, so let's just do a couple of licks to get going on that. Okay, and this will take a while now because there's a totally different way of playing the guitar, all right? So do be patient with this. And we'll do more on it later on anyway. But here's just a couple of. So you've got to pull off from 13 to 10, okay? So remember, we're in now. I'm in D minor here, based all around the 10th fret. Okay, but you can, as I said, you can put this anywhere you like. So we're doing it. So down. So with the pick, we're going down, pull off, up. That's important now. You don't want to go down and down. Okay, bad habit to get into. Okay, so we're going down, up, down. So that's the pull off from 13 to 10 on the second string, 12th fret on the third string, coming back to the 10th fret on the second string, then a pull off from 12 to 10 on the G string, and then end it on the 12th fret of the D string. Okay? So I'll just play that a couple more times. So in a different key, that'd be. So that's E minor now that we're starting on the 12th fret. A minor. Okay. So back up to D minor. Let's go for so now because the pentatonic scale, well, this shape, this version of it anyway, there's actually a lot of different ways to play this scale, but this is kind of the classic one. Because you've got all these notes in a line on the same fret, barring is going to be a big part of this, right? So what I'm doing there is I'm barring these two, second and first strings, both on the 10th fret. Now, but remember, it's only the 10th fret because we're in D minor. If it was B minor, it'd be the 7th fret. If it was A minor, it'd be the 5th fret, and so on, okay? So, so, and again with the picking, I'm going down on the E string and up on the B string. And then, and you can use your little finger for that as well. And as I said, don't shy away from using your little finger. If it makes more sense physically to do it, but it's just a little bit more difficult because your little finger is weaker, then use your little finger. Okay, so we're going from 13 to 15 on the B string, so that's then 13 on the E string, and then back to 15 on the B string. So that's so then the other one was and so on, whatever. All right, so that's just two to get you going, okay? And those should give you an idea of where to go from there. You know, just use the scale and play the scale to death as well. Just you really want to be going up and down and up and down over and over to the point where it's second nature. Now, one other thing about this kind of playing is, so you can hear there that I've got a bit of grit on it, right? So it's a little bit distorted, a little bit overdriven. So now on your amp, we were talking about how it kind of goes very quickly. You know, both the volume and the drive go up very quickly with this very small turn. Now, number one on that is when you're playing the electric guitar with that kind of a setting with very high gain, you need to control the strings, right? You can't just leave them like you can do it like this if you want, but with these strings just being allowed to freely vibrate like that, you know, now the gain setting here is pretty low, but if I switch the channel, over, so you see the way I'm getting a ton of rumble, not even touching it. So the slightest little touch. So you need to use your left hand and your right hand to kind of get on those strings that you don't want to hear, because if you're not actively holding them back, they will be just kind of rumbling and making noise. And another thing as well is control how dirty the sound is using your onboard volume as well. Okay, that's very important. It's and your default should be about 8, not 10. Okay, because then 10, you know, then you have a little bit of headroom to really push it if you need it. All right, so we'll leave it at that then for now. So keep it up and play the thing to death. See you again.